Chinese coolies, the first generation of wage labor. New types of workers, different from those that existed under the old corvée labor system, began to emerge in Siam as Saktina society was gradually transformed through the growth of capitalism. In the early Ratana Kosin period, the Siamese population was still tied to the price system and were thus not free to accept waged work. Chinese were thus used to meet existing wage labor requirements. The Chinese were not obliged to perform corvée labor. Rather, they had to pay what was called a poll tax. That is, each Chinese had to pay money to the state each year in return for which they received a badge which they wore on their wrist. This indicated that they were free to travel anywhere and work for wages. The poll tax was originally set at 2 baht per annum. Chinese coolies thus formed the first generation of wage workers in Thailand. They were industrious, efficient, and they labored in difficult jobs and were not afraid to bear considerable hardship. They were therefore much sought after to do various kinds of work, such as digging canals, working as deckhands on the state's trading boats, laboring on the docks, as well as building things such as roads. They also worked in sugar milling, a large industry that grew rapidly during the early 19th century, as well laboring on rubber plantations, sawmills, and rice mills. Of course, at this time, rice was the country's most important export product. As pioneers, the Chinese had to withstand very difficult circumstances. They led harsh lives, even though they were well remunerated, at least in comparison with the local Thai people, who received no monetary reward for their labor. Nonetheless, the Chinese lacked basic securities. They were treated like any other tradable commodity, and those that employed them had to ensure that they received good value for their investments. Many of those that left China came to Siam with the aim of saving their money and then returning to their homes, where they might lead a better life. While they were in Siam, they were thus prepared to withstand various hardships, sustained by the idea that they would eventually return to their homes with a sum of money. Employers would, of course, try to use various tricks to try and ensure that the Chinese coolies would work for them as long as possible. Some of these tricks included trying to entice the workers by providing them with opium, alcohol, the services of women, and gambling. Chinese coolies liked to use opium as it eased the aches and pains caused by their strenuous working days. As a result of their adherence to their own kith and kin, the Chinese established various organizations of their own. These were called angyi, or secret societies. These were not labor organizations in the modern sense of the term. However, Chinese coolies did rely upon these organizations to look after and protect their interests.
Yau是我们